I charged a tech startup $4,800 last month to find them one senior engineer, and I didn't spend a single hour manually reading resumes or scrolling through LinkedIn. While everyone else is busy using ChatGPT to write mediocre cover letters or generate AI images that nobody wants to buy, smart operators are quietly moving into high-ticket B2B services. The biggest headache for any growing company right now isn't marketing or sales, it's finding talent that actually knows what they're doing. Traditional recruiters are still operating like it's 2015, charging a massive 20% commission on a candidate's first-year salary just to send a few templated LinkedIn messages and a PDF. It is a broken, overpriced, and incredibly slow model that is begging to be disrupted by anyone who knows how to build a proper AI vetting workflow. What most people do wrong when they try to enter the recruitment or headhunting space is they act like a human filter. They go on LinkedIn, type in a job title, and start spamming people. This is a waste of time. If you do this, you are competing with thousands of other recruiters who are all fighting for the same average talent. The HR department is usually the place where productivity goes to die because they rely on outdated ATS systems that look for keywords. If a candidate doesn't have the word Python exactly 5 times in their resume, the system rejects them. This means the best candidates, the ones who are too busy working to optimize their resumes, get missed. Your job is to use AI to find the hidden talent that the bots are ignoring. The actual method starts with identifying a goldmine niche. You cannot be a generalist. If you try to find marketing managers, you will fail because the market is too noisy. You need to focus on roles where the skill is verifiable, highly technical, and extremely hard to find. I'm talking about things like Rust developers, AI infrastructure engineers, or specialized medical researchers. These are positions where a company is losing thousands of dollars every single day the seat remains empty. They aren't looking for a good candidate, they are looking for a unicorn, and they will gladly pay you a flat fee of $3,000 to $5,000 just to put that unicorn in front of them. Step 1 is the deep scrape. You aren't going to sit there and click profiles one by one. You are going to use a tool like Appify or Phantom Buster to scrape entire technical ecosystems. For the engineer I found, I didn't start on LinkedIn, I started on GitHub. I used a scraper to find every developer who had contributed to 3 specific open source libraries that the startup used in their core product. This gave me a list of 400 people who I already knew with 100% certainty could write the specific code the company needed. This is data-driven sourcing, not keyword guessing. Step 2 is where the AI logic engine comes in. You take that raw data, the GitHub profile links, the commit history, and the LinkedIn bios, and you feed it into Claude 3.5 Sonnet. Do not use GPT-4 for this. Claude's reasoning and technical parsing are currently superior for high-level logic. You don't just ask Claude to look at these people. You give it a specific persona. You tell it, you are a CTO at a Tier 1 tech company with 20 years of experience. Analyze these 400 profiles. Rank them based on the complexity of their code contributions, the frequency of their work, and their history of working in high-growth environments. You feed it the raw JSON data from your scrape, and in about 90 seconds, it will give you a god-tier list of the top 15 candidates. You have just completed 3 weeks of a traditional recruiter's work while your coffee was still brewing. Step 3 is the hyper-personalized hook. This is the difference between getting ignored and getting a 50% response rate from people who usually never answer their DMs. You use an AI agent to look at the top 3 most recent public actions those 15 people took. Maybe they wrote a specific technical blog post, or maybe they pushed a fix for a niche bug. You have the AI draft a 3-sentence message. The first sentence must reference their specific technical work in a way that only a peer would understand. If you say, "I saw your profile and was impressed," you are dead. If you say, "I saw your recent fix on the concurrency issue in the Hyperledger repo, the way you handled the mutex lock was impressive," they will answer. You are using AI to scale genuine human observation. Step 4 is the pre-interview automation. Once a candidate expresses interest, you don't get on a call yet. You send them to an AI-powered technical discovery interface. You can build this in 15 minutes using MindStudio or a similar platform. This bot is trained on the company's specific technical challenges. It asks the candidate 3, "What would you do if?" questions. The AI evaluates the logic of their response in real time. If the candidate's logic is flawed, the bot thanks them for their time. If it's brilliant, the bot automatically pushes them to your Calendly link for a final 10-minute vetting call. I did this for a company called Neuroflow. They had been trying to fill a lead engineer role for 5 months. They had gone through 2 different recruitment agencies and found nothing but paper tiger candidates who looked good on resumes but failed the technical tests. I delivered 3 vetted, pre-interviewed candidates in 72 hours. They hired the second one.
My total manual labor was about 4 hours of setting up the scrapers and maybe 30 minutes of final communication with the founder. That is a $4,800 invoice for less than a day's work. To start this today, you need to stop looking for jobs and start looking for pain. Go to the Y Combinator Work at a Startup board or look at LinkedIn job postings that have been active for more than 45 days. That 45-day mark is the sweet spot. It means the internal HR team has failed and the founders are getting desperate. Message the CTO or the CEO directly on X or LinkedIn. Do not use a standard pitch. Say, I noticed your senior Rust engineer role has been open for 2 months. I have a technical vetting workflow that analyzes GitHub contribution quality rather than just resumes. I can send you 3 candidates who have already passed a logic gate for this specific tech stack by Friday. If you hire one, you pay a flat $4,000. If you don't, you pay $0. This is a zero-risk offer. For the founder, it's a no-brainer. For you, it's a high-margin business where the AI does the heavy lifting. The cost to run this is basically $20 for a Claude subscription and maybe $50 in scraping credits. Your first client pays for your entire year of overhead 20 times over. Most people in the AI space are addicted to low-level tasks. They want to make $10 here and $20 there. They want passive income that doesn't exist. If you want to actually make money, you have to solve an expensive problem. Hiring is the most expensive problem in the world. When a company hires the wrong person, it costs them 6 figures in lost time and salary. When you use AI to ensure they hire the right person, you are the most valuable person in the room. Stop watching tutorials on how to make AI art and start learning how to move data between tools. Learn how to use Claude to analyze technical documentation. Learn how to use scraping tools to find people who aren't looking to be found. The money is in the gap between what a human can do and what a bot can do. Traditional recruiters are too human. They're slow and biased. Standard AI filters are too bot. They're dumb and keyword focused. You are the bridge. You are the one using high-level reasoning AI to find the best humans. Pick a niche by tonight. I recommend looking at AI safety or embedded systems. There are literally thousands of companies with venture capital funding who are desperate for these people. They have the money, they have the need, and they are waiting for someone to stop wasting their time with mediocre resumes. Set up your scraper, build your Claude vetting prompt, and send your first 10 pitchers. The data is all there. You just have to be the one who knows how to use it. If you aren't doing this, you're just a spectator in the AI economy. Go build the workflow.